Okay. We're back.
We're back.
Welcome back, BRGR fans. I'm Kelly.
Francisco.
Hey.
And I'm looking up.
You are looking up. The camera's right here.
Camera's right there.
Okay.
It's game week.
We're still figuring this shit out, guys.
Yeah.
It is game week. We had a bye week off. I was really bummed to head into the bye week without the win.
Agreed.
But at the same time, maybe that's the early adversity that they needed to head into this
I agree.
stretch. You know what I mean?
Did you see how
We had a lot to talk about. Even though we don't have a game recap, we still have a lot to talk about.
Scott Frost lost this weekend?
And that is the best part.
I think he was blaming someone. I think he was blaming the Huskers again. So
we'll get to that. Yeah. So obviously game week wise, we don't have a lot to recap. However, the couple of things that I do want to point out is some of the same shit that we talked about coming out of HCU, heading into Michigan, and then leaving that Michigan game. They've got to build up that confidence on the offense.
Take the points when you can get them.
Take the points when you can. And that's coaching. We talked about that before. That is 100% fucking coaching. That you take the points when you can get them. You can't leave points on the board. If it's 3 or if it's 7, especially heading into conference play, you can't do it.
Correct.
And I was worried about that after HCU. So here we go into this long stretch of conference play. We've got Michigan State this week at home, 3 o'clock at Memorial. We got to show up.
Yeah.
And Husker Nation, like, student section, everybody, you guys got to show the fuck up. Like, I think that there was some graphic somewhere that said what the decibel level was.
That's pretty noisy.
It was, but not as loud as I've heard it for the Michigan game.
It was louder in Kansas City.
And that's tricky because Arrowhead, because of the acoustics of Arrowhead.
Yeah.
However, that stadium also holds less.
Right, that's true.
So in theory, that should have been apples to apples. But in my mind, there is no fucking game in recent history that has been louder than the Colorado game last year. And that is the shit. And I know that was a lot of hype behind that. But in my brain, that was such a difference maker.
We didn't sit down the whole time.
No. And I don't ever sit down. And it's funny because when new people, again, we're in season ticket holders. We all know each other. But when there's new people that come and sit down, I always ask them, like, did the person that you bought these tickets warn you who you're sitting next to?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? That's literally what I'm saying. I'm like, do you know who I am? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, no, they didn't warn me. Who am I sitting by? I'm like, oh, it's me. like fucking Taylor Swift problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Like, you're sitting next to me. I'm sorry. I don't sit. So I don't. I cuss. I'm loud. Like, it's why I don't ever like sitting in the suites because it fucking sucks.
The blue hairs don't.
No, they don't do shit. They're not loud. It's not the same atmosphere. I fucking hate sitting in the suites. It is not the same game experience at all.
The last game, the Michigan game, there are season ticket holders behind me, and then all the recruits are behind them. And one of the guys behind me threw up on the guys next to me. It was fucking
okay, could you? I was like mid-drink.
It was hilarious. Only because those guys bought the tickets from someone else.
Yeah.
They're great seats, and you could tell it was at the end of the game. But it definitely did ruin their experience. Nobody warned them about him. So.
Okay, but that's not me. I'm not.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard.
All right. I'm pretty tame considering the section to the left of me is the student section.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I also am very mindful of the fact that I also have all of the recruits sitting next to me.
They're beside you, behind me.
Yes, and so I try to be mindful of that, but at the same time, like, sometimes my freak flag is flying. You know what I mean? Like, this is what Husker fans are. And in a way, that's kind of cool, especially when you're sitting around recruits. Like, we are a passionate fan base. It doesn't matter how we're playing. We show up, whatever. But my point is we need that kind of level from the fans, from the student section, every fucking game. Because even like all the players said it is such a difference maker.
It is.
And if you've never played in that loud of an environment, like take Northwestern. Like, you guys can't even get 10 fans to fucking fill your own stadium. So it is such a difference maker in those games. Cincinnati's head coach said that.
Yeah.
They couldn't hear the stuff that was being called. So that's the stuff that I want to see heading into this week to really maybe continue to tip the scales in our favor. Now, the players and the coaches have to do their work, which is don't do stupid shit. Like, you got to make plays when you have to make plays. Like, play smart. Put
Our turnover ratio has been really low.
No.
I love that.
And I was going to talk to you about that. That has been, I think, the biggest difference maker is
low turnovers.
Low turnover. That last season of, I always say Taylor. Adrian, well, because we had a Taylor Martinez and an Adrian Martinez. Of Adrian, we had a ton of turnovers in that.
We did.
And even Dylan's first year, we had a bunch of turnovers. And that's all down to that offensive line.
But what's happened
and receivers and backs and all that other stuff. But
they changed it from turnovers to not being able to score in the red zone.
Yeah.
We've traded one for the other because the first few
Correct.
games we've had ample opportunities to score in the red zone, and we've not.
And I was so worried about that after HCU. I was so worried about that.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice that we had to settle for a field goal against...
That we missed.
No. Against HCU.
Oh, gotcha.
No. But that we couldn't capitalize on a touchdown against a really pithy team like that, and we had to settle for a field goal. How the fuck are you going to go into conference play? And that's why
bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah, especially the Big Ten. Like, these are farm-fed big boys.
They like to hit.
They do.
They like to hit.
And I just need the offense to get some confidence.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we don't have that confidence that we can score from the 5 or score from the 10.
We can get it by taking the points when we get them and start feeling good. It's building blocks.
It's building blocks. You take the points when you can get it so that you win the game.
I was so frustrated.
It was so frustrating.
But new game.
New slate.
New mentality.
They're coming off bye week. I think they've all had some good. Ja'Cory Barney had some good stuff to say. So did Emmett. So did Dylan. I think they're coming off of a good bye
in
week.
the right
And they're just
mental place.
They're not setting goals for the season. They're just one game at a time. I got to win the next game. That's all you got to do. I just got to win the next game.
And in that game, beat the man in front of you. That's
right.
One at a time. And it will show us
or next man up.
Yeah. If we can cover the spread,
which
10
is
10.5.
10.5, yeah.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
It will show that our mentality is in the right direction. So.
Yeah, and I hate for it to be a one-score loss. But I think I saw a difference in mentality of the fight at the end of towards the end of that.
A Riley-led team or a Frost-led team
100%.
would have lost that game.
Long before that.
Way before that.
Yeah.
It would have been... I remember distinctively, it was at the end of Riley. You could just tell our guys, we're not in it.
I mean, it was
bad.
That's a horse of another color because we're also not having lifting requirements where our players need to be in the weight room.
It was
whatever.
The mentality's changing. We're going in the right direction. I think Michigan State can be a statement game. Mm-hmm. I definitely feel they can show what they're made of, and that this is not the old Huskers of old.
And that's the biggest thing. I don't give a shit if it's an ugly win. A win is a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. And it just continues to build, right? Kind of like the building blocks. A win is a win.
Yes.
Is it going to give me anxiety? Fuck yes. Am I going to have to take some Xanax? Fuck yes. But I will take that kind of mentality and that kind of environment all day fucking long than needing to take some... I don't know, Lexapro or some shit. I don't even know what that's. I don't even know. I'm just saying then being depressed all the time because I can't fucking take it anymore. I can't watch my team lose, and that is so the Scott Frost PTSD. And he was the end of it, but we had a long line of it before that.
Oh man.
I mean,
Callahan, we got blown out. We would get blown out.
Steve Peterson,
Bo,
Sean Eichhorst,
those are the tight ones.
Fucking Riley, it just, bleh. And I just
it is.
Am I wrong?
No. It's been a long. If you're a Husker fan, it has been a long 20 years.
Well, and then you think about kids like my boys' age.
They've never seen a winner.
They've never seen that shit. No. So making this bowl game this last year was like, holy fuck, we're in a bowl game.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Because they haven't seen this. They're 20 and 22.
Yeah.
They haven't seen this shit.
No.
And they don't know.
We're, little by little, we're going to, day by day, bowl game this year, hopefully better record this year, and we're just going to keep growing.
Yeah. All right. Player coach spotlight. I really want to see the defense just come out fucking hungry. Like, I felt like we got just beat on a lot of phases 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I want that quarterback pressure. I want them unsettled in the pocket. I want, pressure for the corners. I want takeaways, I want sacks, I want quarterback hurries. And I know that sounds like a tall order, but at the same time, like, I just want them to be mean and hungry. You remember that mentality? Like, you could watch the black shirts in the 90s and you were like, these guys are going to fuck somebody up.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I want. I just want the I'm going to fuck you up mentality.
I'll tell you what, when I think about it, the clear-cut captain on the offense is Raiola. There is not one on the defense. I can't think of one guy who's vocal, one guy who's...
I disagree.
Who?
Because you still have Hartzog out there.
I don't really hear him as a vocal leader.
But I think Sierra is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Sierra, when Malcolm went out, Sierra moved over into nickel. And so he's picking up some of these. And I know that they all do that. They all shift and they do what they have to do to cover. But consistently, every single week, Sierra continues to make plays that busts up coverage. That
secondary is doing great.
The secondary is doing awesome. So if I had to pick one right now, I would say Sierra Wright.
Okay.
That would be my
I don't see one guy, like you've had Sue, you've had different linebackers, you've had different people at any given point in the defense that are the vocal leader of the group. Mm-hmm. And I've not noticed anyone standing out.
Well, and again, that's why I kind of look to Javine Wright and Sierra Wright. Both of those guys have single-digit jersey numbers. Mm-hmm. They were looked at as leaders. They signed those leadership contracts. I love that. We talked about that. And I really see Javine has been out. I really see Sierra growing into that. And again, he's a transfer. So he came from USC.
Okay.
So Dad played for Arizona. Like, he's got experience. I like him in this position, in that secondary.
I like that.
So.
Are we taping?
Yeah.
I don't see a thing. Oh, there we go.
That's because it goes away.
Thank God.
Okay. You don't want to start over?
No. I'm like, are we just talking to ourselves?
We are. Offensively, obviously, I don't want Raiola to do anything fancy. I just want him to, like Rule said, I just want him to play quarterback. I just want him to have time in the pocket. I just want him to be able to get his feet set, to be able to do his checkdowns. And I really need that offensive line.
Just give him a few more seconds.
They've got to give him some more time. That and maybe open up some more holes for Emmett or some of those backs to get in there. But again, I want Luke to show up. I want Dane Key to show up.
And Dane Key has been showing up.
Yeah, I mean,
Luke's been consistent.
Yeah.
Key's been consistent.
Yeah.
Emmett's been consistent. Even Raiola.
Raiola's got the craziest fucking numbers in the country for any
really
quarterback.
Has to give him more time.
But it's so overshadowed by the loss or whatever it is. Right. And again, we said it last week. Raiola is not the problem. So everybody get the fuck off of
Agreed.
that argument.
He's not the problem.
No. 100% no. So, and then the last piece of that, aside from coaching, is we can't miss kicks on special teams.
Agreed.
Like, you go back to Alex Henry, Dan Titchener, Kyle Larson, Sam Foltz, all of those great Husker special teams guys, and that was such an important piece for Nebraska, and I hate that we have struggled with that. Yeah. And it came back to haunt us against Michigan. Yeah.
The difference was 3 points.
3 points, and at least Well, 6 points to win, 3 to send it into OT, and one of those, we missed a field goal. Now, it's not all his fault, but that's your one job. That's your one fucking job.
Yeah, one job.
So that's the last piece of it, I will say.
Sad news in Husker Nation.
Yes. We do want to send our condolences. We should have opened with this. We do want to send our condolences to Vers and his family, all of the staff at Paisans. The 90.
That pizza Saturday was good.
The 91 to 95ish Huskers. That guy was your brother. He was your brother. He was such an important piece.
Offensive line, correct?
Center. Yep. He was such an important piece of that pipeline that we all know and love from the 90s. He was just at the Michigan game.
Wow.
That came out with that 95 team. He had a heart attack.
Oh, man.
So, it's really, really, really sad. Whatever, 51 years old. Really, really sad.
My condolences to his family.
Yeah. So that was just a shock. I've met him a few times. I would consider him a friend. Not a close personal friend, but an acquaintance. And I mean, that just, damn, that sucks.
It does.
It sucks. I texted Toby Wright because he played with him in the 93. It sucks, dude.
It does.
It sucks so bad.
It does.
So, rest in peace, Matt.
Continue to support his restaurant.
Yes, please.
It is really good pizza.
Please continue to support Paisans. They're over by Scott. And he was a big piece of the Scott family, too, with their football program. It sucks, dude. It sucks so bad. So
it does.
Rest easy, Matt, and keep watching this team and the fan base from above, buddy. Yeah. So agreed. I guess you're up there with Brooke Beringer now, too. So,
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. It's a weird shift to that. We're going to move on to the fan therapy corner. We actually had a really interesting comment on our socials this week.
I am not a Scott Frost fan.
Neither one of us are anymore.
Very happy to see that UCF lost.
So one of the shooters on Chase's team, his name is Hayden. His dad coaches for Kansas State. And when I got to Chase's tournament this weekend, and I said, please tell your dad, collectively, from every fucking Husker ever, thank you, Kansas State. We thank you so much. I have never been so happy. That
Agreed.
Felt about as good as a Colorado loss or an Iowa loss.
Yeah.
So if you missed that, Scott, UCF lost. So you posted something about it on our social. You said, fuck Scott Frost. We did get a comment from Greg. And Greg said, can we just move on, and not do this anymore? And while I agree with that concept, I think it's hard to move on from something when Scott Frost continues to run his fucking mouth.
Agreed.
If he had, for example, at the Big 12 Media Days, just a month ago.
That in my hate.
That's the whole point. Like, had he at Big 12 Media Days this year at the beginning of August just taken the high road and either accepted responsibility or any of that stuff, he could have not even said anything about it taking responsibility. He could have just said nothing and just talked about his job at UCF. Yep. But that's not what he fucking did. He got up there.
Blamed the Huskers.
Yeah, and said, don't take the wrong job. I should have just stayed where I was happy and blah, 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. And the minute that you do that, you scream, classic narcissist, that I am the victim. I didn't do anything wrong. I cannot accept responsibility. I cannot take accountability. It's someone else's fault. It's someone else's problem. It's not mine. And he didn't just do that like in a private conversation.
Right.
He did it at Big 12 Media Days, which is the biggest middle finger on the planet.
Agreed.
So it's hard as a Husker who watched him play in the 90s. We beat the ever-living shit out of Peyton Manning in that game, and we've talked about that before. It's hard to have seen him play in the 90s, be this beloved son of Nebraska who grew up in Wood River. His parents, were coaches themselves. Yeah. And then he comes here, and he had everything in front of him, and he pissed it away to be the king of campus. Yeah. And that's fine. We've all moved on. You've taken your settlement payout, whatever. But you get up in front of the national media and run your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Greg. That is where it's hard to just say,
move on.
Can we all move on?
Right.
And then on top of that, I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but his K-State presser, when he's asked the reasons why the game went how he did, there is a video of the side-by-side comparisons of the shit that he is saying is the almost word-for-word shit he would say at Nebraska in our pressers.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like same shit, different day.
Yeah. I'm glad, you know what, Greg, I may not take your advice, but I thought about it for a second and I kind of changed my mind. So, yeah, it is what it is.
What does that mean?
That means that I'm probably going to say fuck Scott Frost on Saturday.
Oh, well, yeah. I agree with the moving on concept.
Yes,
however, if the dude would shut his mouth and stop bringing us back up, it's kind of like that Will Smith outburst at the Oscars. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Keep
crazy.
Nebraska football out of your fucking mouth.
That was crazy.
And then I can move on.
Yeah.
But if you're going to continue to trash it, then you can't have it both ways.
No.
Like, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. If you're going to continue to talk shit on Nebraska, then I'm going to continue to talk shit on you and defend Nebraska, because apparently the national media doesn't know shit about what happened at this program and what you did to it to even talk about it. Agreed. So, don't talk out of both sides of your mouth.
Agreed.
Scott.
Frost. Bastard.
Big Ten report.
I didn't watch any football on Saturday.
We had Chase's tournament, and
I
then
watched the Ryder Cup all day.
Huh?
I watched the Ryder Cup all day.
Dude, what the fuck? What? The Ryder Cup, I'm embarrassed for Americans. Like, so embarrassing. I feel really bad for Rory and for his wife, and just so embarrassing.
I feel bad for the wife. Fuck Rory. Anyway.
She got... Okay.
No, she didn't deserve that. But
no, she didn't.
Piss on him.
I just want to make sure that I saw... Because remember, we had those two big games. We had Oregon and Penn State.
Great ending. I watched the ending.
Yeah.
Penn State barely lost. Oregon looks really good.
Yes. But then we also had Illinois and Indiana.
Indiana barely beat Iowa. Did you see what happened?
No, wasn't it Illinois and Indiana?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Okay, sorry.
Indiana, with 1 second left, they were up 20-13. And the puncher grabbed the ball, ran into the end zone for a safety, but time was up. So that was it. That was it. There was no chance for a run back. It just
sorry, that was a really evil.
He ran straight into the end zone.
That was a really fucking evil laugh. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Illinois won.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was really.
It was just funny because he took the ball and just took off on the other direction.
I was trying to look at. Okay, so last week we had Ohio State and Washington. We knew we weren't worried about. We talked about Oregon and Penn State because that was a big one. Yeah, Indiana and Iowa, which again, it's a good day when Iowa loses every single time. Illinois and USC. So
did USC lost, right?
USC lost by 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that was great too. And then again, another big weekend because Colorado lost to BYU.
I'll tell you something interesting. Remember when Nebraska first came over to the Big Ten, and people kept saying they shouldn't be in this conference, Indiana.
I saw something on that this weekend that somebody's like Nebraska's that Nebraska's in the wrong conference.
No, I'm seeing a lot about USC. I'm seeing a lot about UCLA. I'm seeing a lot about Washington. Sometimes people sometimes people can't get over old shit. Like maybe me and Scott Frost, I guess. It just bit me in the ass right now.
Well, but I mean, I think you're looking at USC with a guy like Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, that kind of stuff. Like that's your USC that you can kind of think of, but those guys aren't there anymore.
I'm not a big fan of their coach, the guy from Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley,
yeah.
Not a fan of
I don't like how he well, it was Texas, so I don't really give a shit. But anyway, but they said the same stuff about Nebraska when Nebraska came to the Big Ten. And let's be honest, like the Pac-12 is abysmal right now. There's nothing left of it. And it really wasn't that great of a conference anyway.
You're going to see 3 major conferences at this point. It's what it's breaking down to.
Yeah.
3 big ones. So.
Well, if ESPN could get off the SEC's dick, that would be great.
Yeah, not going to happen.
It kind of reminds me how much ESPN loves the SEC. Reminds me of how much the Big 12 love Texas.
Yep.
And that's exactly what I liken it to, which is exactly why Nebraska left the Big 12.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway.
What's your prediction for the game?
All right. I really want them. I want them to come out. I'm like a 30-14.
I was going to say 37-10.
Okay. All right. Well, we're usually on the same track.
Yeah.
I like a 30-14.
I think it'll be a nice statement game, and I feel that I have a good feeling. Hopefully I'm right.
Well, and at 10.5, you take, 3 of that for home field advantage. So you're still a score and a half that way. Now we'll see how the line changes, but it
always does.
Everybody seems to be healthy.
Yeah.
So that's good. We'll just have to see. But that's where I think it's critical that 12th man in the crowd and the noise has to make a difference, right?
Yeah.
All right. We don't really have any parting shots because we didn't have anything to evaluate.
But we will next week, though.
But we will next week. So again, the things that I just want to see on we talked about on that offensive defensive side of the ball, yeah. And with special teams, you got to make the kicks when you got to make the kicks, and you got to take the points when you take the points.
You've got one job.
I mean, well, and if you think about it like that, everybody has one job, right?
I always tell Thomas, because we watch a lot of football together, pressure is a real thing. And
100%.
It's that the kicker was feeling it. Big game atmosphere, first chance to put points on the board, and he whiffed it. So.
Well, and again, I think the pressure that he felt was because the play call prior to that was, let's go for it on 4th and fucking 2 and try and score.
Yeah.
And then by the time he gets it the second time, it's like, okay, I got to do something now. You know what I mean? Like, a series of unfortunate events. So hopefully,
clean up the game plan.
Again, a lot of that comes down to coaching.
Oh, yeah.
But then the rest of it comes down to execution. Mm-hmm. So take that for what it's worth.
I feel good about it.
I feel good, too. We've got some Michigan State fans that are visiting. Shout out to Jess Friedman, who's my Omaha resident Michigan State fan.
My old boss.
Her significant other, Jeff, works for Cross Train. So he's really happy right now because their beer made it into the stadium. So
it did. I saw that.
And it's actually really good.
I'm not
it's like Husker Crusher or something like that.
IPA guy. Give me a Busch Light or a Ultra.
You're a Busch Lighter?
That is like the best beer on the planet.
It's water. And it's nasty water.
Water is from the earth.
Dude, you might as well go drink out of a well.
Well,
that is some nasty water.
If it gets me drunk, I will do it.
All right. I just want my peach high noons.
It's a good thing.
I'm so glad that those are in the stadium.
I love high noons.
Dude! And they're peach. Like, it's so good. It's so refreshing.
Nothing is happening in the U.S. on Friday, so don't forget about that, people. Nothing happening. Nothing exciting happening.
It's a big week for me. So I say this with all the love in the world. Nobody fucking call me on Friday. Nobody call me. Nobody text me. I'm actually going to be unavailable Friday and Saturday because Saturday is game day. So everybody pretty much already knows that about me. Like, we don't call Kelly to show houses on Saturday. Like, we know that. Don't fucking call me on Friday this week. Like, I am busy. Taylor Swift's new album comes out Friday morning at midnight. Technically 11 p.m. Thursday night, Central Standard Time. So I'm hosting a giant listening party for the Omaha area Swifties.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Okay.
At Bogies West, free cover. We have a lot of fun stuff planned.
And at midnight, you guys will be listening to this album.
At 11 p.m.
Okay.
Because it comes out
Eastern
time.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, no, we're giving away some vinyl records. We're giving away some other stuff. And then her movie that's debuting in theaters comes out on Friday. So I have tickets to that as well. Like, I'm legitimately telling you, nobody fucking talk to me on Friday. Like, I'm busy. And I will be tired. But in my showgirl area. So.
All right.
You guys don't care. Nobody on this podcast cares about that. You don't even care.
No, I do. I'm very much caring right now.
And that's Ryan's birthday.
It's Ryan's birthday.
Aw, happy birthday,
My daughter
Ryan.
turns 9.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will catch you guys for a quick recap post-game on Saturday. Otherwise, we will catch you back here next week. We have some fun stuff planned coming up. Like we're going to have some other guests. Maybe you might see us pop up somewhere else. So we've got some cool shit coming. So continue to share the podcast, guys. The episode drops on Fridays on YouTube and on your favorite social media platforms.
That's right.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of us.
Go be red.
BRGR signing off.
Francisco.
Kelly. Deuces.